Hello everyone, today in this video we'll be discussing the 8th lab program of web lab, which is regarding the PHP program to do the two operations. Okay, the first is the simple calculator operations, and then find the transpose of matrix, multiplication of two matrices, and addition of two matrices. These three things we'll be doing together. Okay, this is one program and this is another PHP program. So let's see the output of the first program, which is 8a. I have saved this as 8a. Okay, so let's see the output. So see, if I enter the first number as 9 and enter the second number as 7, and I can select the operation, so I can select the operation, I'll select multiplication and perform the operation. It will store the say the result as the product of two numbers is 63. Okay, like that I can do all the operations. So this is what the output is. Let's see what's the code part of it. Okay, so moving to the code part, this is the 80.php. In that we have the body part here. Okay, this is the body part, and this is divided into two parts. This first is the taking of information and then calculating of information. Okay, first is the taking of information and second is the calculating of information. To take the information, first we have to display these things, right? Enter the first number, enter the second number. That is displayed here. Enter first number and the name is as first. Whatever the number I take, that will be stored as the name first. The second will be stored as second. Okay, then the operator, then the operator will be stored as op. So here is an option, so I'll get an option here, drop down menu, and the value will be plus, minus, into, divide and modulus. So whatever I select, that will be stored in op. Then I'll be having three things, the first, second and the op. These three things will be used in the logic part, and also I'll have a submit button with perform operation and the name will be pop. After we have taken the two numbers and the submit value, what the submit value do is we will know that we have submitted the result. Okay, next what we'll do is, if it's submitted means pop will be set. Okay, right, in the post array pop will be set. So we are checking if you have submitted the result or not. If it's submitted, then it will perform the following code, else it will not do anything. Now in this code, what's happening, we are in the post, the first value is stored whatever we selected as the first value, and the second value is also stored in the post array as the key as first and second, that will be stored in num1 and num2. op will store the op, means if you have selected plus, minus, into, or divide or modulus. Okay, the result will be initialized as 0, and then we'll switch the op, and op can be either plus, minus, into, divide or remainder. So based on that, it will echo the respective thing, and that then it will display the result, and the result will be calculated as num is equal to num into 2, num into num plus 2, num minus 2, num divided by 2, and num modulus 2, and finally means it will be displayed as no operation found in case if none of the operation was selected. Okay, so that's all what is there in the 8A program. Let's move on to the 8B program, 8BC. Okay, so let's read the question once again. What is in the 8BC? You have to find the transpose of a matrix and multiply two matrices and addition of two matrices. Three things we have to do: transpose of a matrix, multiplication of a matrix, and addition of two matrices. So how are we supposed to see the output? The output which we are expecting to see is this one. So here the order of a matrix is 2 cross 2. So in the input only, I'll be in the program only, I'll be specifying the matrix values is, then I'll be taking the matrix, and the order is specified here 2 2, and the output of B is also 2 2. Input matrix will be shown here, and the output matrix matrix B will be shown here. This is the matrix 1 and this is the matrix 2. Both the matrices are same. The output, the transpose of a matrix, when you do the transpose, what will happen is 1 2 is there, that will become here 1 2, and 1 4 4 5 will become here. So the rows will become columns, columns will become the rows. Okay, and the sum of the matrix, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, 5 plus 5 is 10. So it is this one. Multiplication is this one, right? You know the matrix multiplication. In that we will multiply, and then we'll be writing here. So let's move on to the code part, how it looks like. So in the code part, what you can see is this is the code. Okay, so let's divide the code into different sections. This is the first section where we'll be initializing two matrix arrays. Okay, first the header will be like context explain, then we'll be initializing two arrays, matrix 1, matrix 2, and that is 1 2 4 5, 1 2 4 5. Okay, these both are the same arrays I have initialized. Then what we are writing is the order of the matrix A, the order of the matrix B is what is the count of the matrix in the X part, and what is the count of the matrix 2 in the X part, and similarly in the first location, that will be the count of the Y part. Okay, so how many rows are there and columns are there, that will be displayed here. Okay, in between X will be written. Okay, after that what is actually happening is, in 2D array also, if you want the number of rows, we'll be writing the matrix name here. If you want the number of columns, we'll be writing the first element. first element denotes the number of columns. So that's what it's showing here, 2 cross 2. Okay, then after that we'll take the row count as matrix 1 and the row column count as matrix 2, and then input matrix will print as will be running from 0 till row count. And each time what we'll be doing, we'll be also running from C is equal to column count. Each time we'll be displaying R and C. This is just as a nested for loop where you'll have I in the number of rows and J in the number of columns. You'll be displaying a table of IJ, right? Same thing we'll be doing for input matrix A, input matrix B as well. To find out the transpose of a matrix, we'll be just interchanging the I and the means J values, which is nothing but row and column values. Same for loop as I've shown above. R will run from 0 to call count and C will run from 0 to row count, and then I will display C and R. Okay, that's the same thing which is happening here. And then row count, column count, row count 2, column count 2. This is the matrix and the column and row values of these two matrices. Okay, then some of the matrix I'll be traversing each matrix. It means the till the row count and the column count will traverse, and then I will add the two values, respective values. Matrix 1 row column value, matrix 2 row column value, that I'll add and store in value, and then I will be displaying the value each time, echo val. Same thing I have to do for the multiplication also, but since multiplication is a bit different concept, not direct multiplication, we'll be just seeing if it's equal or not. Means if it is 2 cross 3 and 3 cross 2, at that time B and C should be equal. Okay, if it's equal then only we'll multiply. If it's not equal, we will not do anything. Okay, so if both are equal, then what will happen, it will take the row from 0 to row count and column from 0 to column count, and value is nothing but this matrix value plus into this matrix value. Like that we will be multiplying. Okay, we are just multiplying these two elements, not the actual element, sorry. We are just multiplying 1 into 1, that will be stored as 1, 2 into 2 4, 4 into 4 16, 5 into 5 is 25. Okay, that's all what is happening, a simple matrix multiplication. And yeah, that's all for this video, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.